Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jarvie. I'm the Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs. And I want to welcome you to today's Tri-Towers renovation celebration. Tri-Towers residence halls have a rich history, and many of you are part of that storied history. I have my own piece of history with Tri-Towers, as I was actually resident hall director 28 years ago in Tri-Towers. So I'm going to start with one quick story. You know, you always want to be able to have opportunity to meet special people at a university. So being a young professional, I thought, what a great opportunity to meet somebody as high as the president, or how about the president's wife? I thought that was pretty exciting. But here were the circumstances. I got woken up one evening about 2:30 in the morning from our area desk and said, Greg, you need to come out here. And I'm, of course, trying to wake up. And what would that be? Mrs. Schwartz is out here. Mrs. Schwartz, 1:30 in the morning? So I got to go out and meet Mrs. Schwartz for the first time, Annabelle Schwartz. And unfortunately, the reason was one of our residents had actually called her at home and asked her if they could borrow a mop. Apparently, we did not have a mop at the Tri-Towers desk, and that is a true story. So I got to meet Mrs. Schwartz that evening. Now, even though these buildings age over time, the issues obviously continue to grow. Significant mechanical, electrical, plumbing, infrastructure issues over the years. So, obviously, we were put into a position where we had to make some decisions about Tri-Towers. And we spent a lot of time back and forth on what those were going to be. Either take the complex down, or basically refresh or rehab the building. And I've got to tell you, after I've seen the results, I think we made the right choice. No doubt, we've kept Tri-Towers alive. So after weighing many of those options, one of the things that we really had to do was look at traditional housing. And we looked from our national association that said many campuses across campus are basically rehabbing traditional housing. And though that it's traditional housing, those that have either seen it or will go on a tour, hopefully today or in the near future, you're going to see a pretty amazing building with all three of our buildings. And again, that's Kuntz, Learock, and Wright Hall. You know, there are many people to thank and recognize today. I would like to recognize some folks that are here today in the audience, and thank you for the provost, Todd Dyken, for being here today, and other people from the president's office, Jarvie, being here from the president's office, and obviously those that were very intimate involved with the project. I know that I talked to Greg Floyd earlier. I haven't seen Greg, Vice President Floyd. I don't know if he's here. But some of the other key people. Tom Euclid, Tom from the architect's office. Jay Graham from the architect's office. Jay's here. I know Michael Bruder I saw. Mike Woskowski is here as well. Thank you. And then we talk about who really put this thing together, and that are the architects. And the architects that put the building together, we have to thank them over and over for the great job they've done, including Gilbane Building Company, who is a big part of this. And I got to tell you, again, there are so many people to thank, but one of the other important people that I must thank is John White, our Associate Director of Resident Services. John, are you here? John needs to get a special recognition. John, thank you. John is one of those special folks that really has an eye, and has an eye for what you see inside, whether it's colors, whether it's layout of the building, the wardrobes, whatever it might be. That's John and his folks, so thank you. You know, the future is also something that we are always going to be looking at, and when we're talking about Tri-Towers for our future, you know, we got a couple other plans, so it's not done yet. One of them is that we're looking to do a recreational satellite in Tri-Towers at some point down the road, a central laundry for our students, and continue looking at study spaces for our students as well. So we're never done. So if you may join me in welcoming our next speaker, and that is our student trustee, Perry Kimball, who will come up and give a few words as well. Thank you.